Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I am Bogus Meat Factory. Hi folks, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're all doing spectacular. It's what, Monday? It feels like it's been months and months since I streamed last. It was only, what, Saturday? Just 2 days ago? We beat Shining Force 2 on Saturday night, and we are starting up tonight a game that has been one of the childhood bucket lists. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Everybody knows the Legacy of Kain series because of Soul Reaver being incredibly popular. But little me, I had an Eidos demo disc in the early or late 90s, early 2000s. And it had demos of just all these Eidos games and stuff like that. And it had Blood Omen Legacy of Kain on it. Because they published it, right? Am I crazy? I could be forgetting these things. I could be getting this wrong, but... And I played the demo, obsessively. And it was the very beginning portion of the game. It didn't have too much to it, but I played it over and over and over and over again. And never owned the game, never got to play it. And then Soul Reaver came out, and I knew that it was a sequel, and I was like, yes! When we had it on the Dreamcast. I got to play a little bit of it, but I never got deep into Soul Reaver either. My oldest brother was huge into the series. Zane says, cheers! Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better, Zane. Overall, been drinking a lot more water and getting a lot more exercise. That has been very helpful in the process. I've been playing a lot of... I know it's dumb. I've been playing a lot of Pikmin Bloom. And that has been an encouragement to start walking more and getting more exercise. So I've been very happy about that. It has definitely helped me a whole lot. I feel like I've already lost a ton of weight in that process. I'm about to reach my 100,000th step milestone in that game, which is kind of crazy. But no, the Legacy of Kain series in general, my oldest brother, he was always into it and always renting the games and enjoying, ingesting them. And I was just kind of a bystander. I understood them. I knew what was going on, but I never delved deep into the lore. And that series has a devout fan base. They love it. When Blood Omen became available through GOG, Kain lives! Oh, wrong dude. Close. When it came out on GOG, and I was like, yes, I'm so stoked for this. I'm excited. Everybody was responding with a line from the game. I don't remember what it was. There's a line from the game, and everybody is responding with that line. And I'm like, you guys really are... There is such a loving fan base, and I want to tap into that. I want to see what the hype is about. And I want to go through that series eventually. So, probably next year, I have all of the games. I have acquired all of them. Throughout next year, they're probably going to be one of the series' major focus that I'm going to be playing through. Because they aren't necessarily super long games, which is nice. They're not like Assassin's Creed. I'd contemplated doing the Assassin's Creed series. And I'm like, I can't do 60-hour games. They get really long near the end, that end stretch. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you, Zane. Yeah, I've been definitely using games to help boost my physical health. It's been working. I'm getting a little less neck fat. Look at this. Look at this. It's slowly starting to disappear. Anyways, shall we begin? I think we shall. Let's get into this game. This has been a big one in the making. Let me know how the volume is on everything. Oh. Activision. Maybe it wasn't an Eidos demo disc then. I must be hallucinating then. Crystal Dynamics, Activision. Way back in the day. Man, you know, this one thing that I wish we had just less of is this nonsense. Like, always there's the millions of logos coming through at the beginning of the game. Hold on. Whoops. There we go. And make sure everybody can see it, because it does have issues, like, popping up. Not seeing anything here. Yeah, we're going to fix it up. Let's see. Why a black screen now? You weren't a black screen earlier. I literally tested this like seconds ago. Game capture. Hello? Game? There we go. There we go. It's popping up now. That was weird. I guess I had just input, like click on something. All right. Exit. Okay. There. Are you guys seeing it now? Success. Exact technical difficulties every time. All right, let's start the game.
There is a magical operation of maximum
Let me know how the sound
importance. The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
It can be. This is why I haven't played this game, because it was actually incredibly hard pre the GOG version. It has better resolution, no load times, that sort of stuff. It was so tough to get the original pre-GOG working properly. Malik. It's all black again. What? Is it not showing this? Hold on. It doesn't show the cutscenes? That's weird. Huh. I don't want to skip things. Hold on.
Tavern's closing.
Really? Does it honestly do that? Always darkest before the dawn. Oh. It doesn't show... Let's see if I capture any full screen it. Let me know how this works. That's so strange. Why would it do that? Okay, it's back. Let's see. Darkwing Duck.
There is a
Okay,
magical
do you see it now?
operation of maximum
You can
importance.
hear it.
The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet
Nope.
must be bathed in blood.
Hold on.
The
We're gonna
tavern-
fix this. The tavern's closed. Obviously.
It's closing.
A mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen?
Hold on.
I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood.
Let's do screen capture. That's probably the best idea I've heard so far. Let's do that. All right. And display capture. Yeah. Let's just do wow. Okay, can you see it? Can you see this? Yes. Yes, you can see this. Okay, let's see how this works. And is it full screen, like everything's good there? Screen wash? Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Let's see if it keeps up for the...
There is a magical operation of maximum importance. The initiation of a new aeon.
Yes.
When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet
Yes.
must be
Yes. Activate
bathed
Windows. Yes,
in
Sakura.
blood.
You're gonna see that the whole time. I've been staring at it the whole time of my life, so you can see it too. Hey, Sakura, activate Windows. Oh, shoot. I have to also put that behind my webcam. So actually that'll might override that. You won't see it. Malik! Malik. Early FMV. Mine is 2 Sakura, and I've just been lazy. Oh, dude, evisceration into skeletons. Love the sidle, the sidestep sidle. Malik!
Call your dogs!
Malik! Sucking up a stream of blood.
For fulfilling the circle of Malak of the Sarafan, you are hereby damned.
Wait, what?
The pleasures of the flesh are no longer.
What is
You
happening?
have but one purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
Who is that? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, the scales of balance. The pillars
Tavern's
of
closing.
eternity?
Best be on your way, stranger.
Hold on.
What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood.
I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome.
And so I left, cold of heart and soul,
Can you hear this okay?
forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
Okay. I like the main character's voice acting for sure. Hold on. Display capture. I just gotta put this down a bit. There we go. Wah! There we go. Okay, sound is good. Alright, good. Alright, I don't know the controls. Let me look at the... Oops, continue. Whoa, I can zoom in. Whoa, map. Pause. Change brightness. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Okay. There's some buttons I was pushing.
That's him!
Ah! Ah! How do I attack? Alt? Ah, alt! Good old alt. This is a start. Oh yeah, I'm dead. That's not how this starts, right? Okay. Good start. It's black again. What? Hold on. Hold on. Boink. Is that better? We got attacked and killed.
They victors, suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger.
Impotent
the hunger
anger.
for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost.
Okay.
Nothing is free, not even revenge.
You will have the blood you hunger for.
Okay.
I awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay.
Okay. So we have Mortavius, the necromancer. We have Malik, the vampire guy. This is us. This is interesting. Yes, exactly. Nate Wilkie, how are you today?
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite.
Okay.
I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
Alright, let's see this. We are gonna do the dodge and weave. Oh, crap. Okay, control is suck blood. Alt is attack. Okay. Interesting. Oh man, you're fried, Nate Wookie. Well, hopefully you get some rest, the rest that you desperately need.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the heart of darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
I do like the voice acting for this part, at least. What's this?
This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased.
Okay. I don't need to suck the blood out of anybody right now, but they're there for a reason, I guess.
These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells.
Okay, good introductions to everything. What is this? Hello.
Within the walls of these chambers I could find respite, and if I so chose, resume my journey when my weariness abated.
Save? Yeah, absolutely. Boink. Fun. Alright. So that's where you save. Set save points. Some people may not like that. I'm excited. I'm interested.
The world had changed to my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light. For in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things. When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
Okay. Okay. So rain and sun, bad, of course. Yeah, we'll save. Tutorial through gameplay plus small exposition. Daywalker? Exactly. This is fantastic. Have you ever, Nate Wilkie, have you ever played Legacy of Kain? Blood Omen. So I can draw from this, I'm guessing? Blood? Nope. Got some range on that sword. It's me versus a shovel. Say, is there any downside to sucking the blood out of people? Oh, it overflows. It's nighttime now. Okay. There's a clock on the right. Hepatitis much? I know, right? I love that there's like what are you guys digging right now? What are you doing? need your blood. We got the pro strats. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold the attack. I can mash it too. I can smash it, mash it out. We don't need him. Hey, how's it going? Georg. First thing I hear is Ve Victus. That was the thing, man. I was so excited for this.
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
When I was excited about this game coming out, everybody's response to it was Ve Victus, and I had no idea what that meant. I was like, yay! Ve Victus, sure! And, because I'd only played the demo as a kid, and never really got into the game very much. And, so I'm excited to experience this game finally, and just get right into the meat and potatoes of the series. Because I played some of like, you know, Soul Reaper and stuff, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. Okay, so we increased their magic capacity. So. I could go for some potatoes. Mmm, potatoes. Potatoes. Would you like some potatoes? Vodka. Oh, we're back at the beginning. Am I crazy? Am I back to the beginning? Oh, we're in a different spot now. Okay.
Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came. Victus!
Seeker, if we put you down once, we could do it again.
Vengeance.
What trickery is this?
Their sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
This is great. I love the voice, the voiceover of the protagonist. It's fantastic. I hope you're hearing him okay. Hellgaff Dragon, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Guessing you're a fan of Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Fantastic game. So they tell me. Oh, and thank you for the bits too. Goes along with one thing, and it starts with a P and ends with an S.
'Tis not
Potatoes.
over, Cain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause.
Potatoes.
Look to their masters, look to the pillars, and gain way to the fortress of the mind.
This was where the bloody
Interesting.
deed of my murder took
But thank you for the
place.
bits, Hellgaff. I very
would
much
not be
appreciate it.
kind
Hope
to
you're doing well
denizens
today.
that lurk here. They would taste my steel, and I their blood.
If you don't know, I'm Bogus Meat Factory, a player of games from, you know, the 1980s to now. No gatekeeping, no, you know, chip on my shoulder. It's a love of games and passions and getting, you know, to learn perspective from other people too about games. Oh, geez. They don't like me here, apparently. Oh, there's a sleeping lady. Why did I do that? I just wanted to hit that. Steel and blood, both iron rich. Fey Victus. I'm just slaughtering the whole town, apparently. Oh, because this is where I died, too. Hi. I'd like to buy a beer, please. Do you guys have any roast chicken? I am going ham on the whole town right now. Iron helps us play. Those vital nutrients. I don't entirely know what these cards do. I'm wondering if... Okay, there's WASD as well, but I'm old school. Right, yeah. I wonder... Oh, no shift. How do you cast magic? Questions and questions and questions.
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail. And yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one.
Take a Bloody Mary.
Was his
extra
gift
bloody.
a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
Yeah. Seeking the pillars.
Fey Victus!
That is great. That is the thing that he says a million times. I get why everybody responded to me with Fey Victus. We've already heard it 1,000 times. Oh, okay. Ranged. What? What? The laugh. Just the is very nice. Lip! Professor Peril! You've been summoned, Professor Peril. Welcome. Lip, how are you, Lip? I hope you're doing well. Playing some Blood Omen. This is what I planned on doing in October before everything just fell apart. And but it was one I had to fulfill.
Fey Victus!
The Pillars of Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
I'm very curious to know, like, because this series...
Pillars of Nosgoth.
Oh.
Even in life, few sights have...
Yeah. It's so strange how much transformation this whole series has had. And I definitely wanted to see kind of how that progressed. What left it here. Let's see. I absolutely love this series, and I hope you find joy in the absolutely delicious voice stylings of Simon Templeman. I'm enjoying it thoroughly right now, that's for sure. The Pillars of Nosgoth.
Nopraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ari, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The 9 of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Napraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the Pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Cain. Beware the unspoken.
And like, this was the demo right here. Boom, demo done.
Napraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Napraptor began.
As daylight chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
Okay. Wow. How's it going, Simon? I guess that guy wants eyeballs. After all, he would reap what he sows. Can I talk to her more? No, apparently not. Okay, so now we go. Each pillar gives its own little teleporter. It's going to take us to where we need to go.
These beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form. Once I have committed their locations to memory, I can always return.
Flight in bat form, you say?
In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease. From my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nosgoth is forbidden.
Interesting. Can't talk to her more? Stab! Maybe stab is how you talk in this world. You know, you never know. I want to know how to cast spells. What's the button for spells? I feel like I'm missing that. Oops, wrong button. Oh, turn around, Kane. Love some of this Enya-like music going on in the background. There's a big old picture of me. It's me. I need to save and look at the controls real quick because I need to know how to do restart. There we go. Let's see. Controls. Use magic as shift. Inventory is F1. Forms are F2. Magic spells are F3. Magic weapons. Okay. Perfect. That's what I needed to know. Options. Load game. Okay. Okay. Here we go. What is all this? Form. Bat form. Don't have... Okay, so that one tends me back home. This is a projectile. Okay. I'm starting to understand. A lot of people played this on PlayStation, right? So like a lot of people, that was where their experience for it, with lots of loading times. We'll all accidentally press the kill NPC button. I was the same, Simon. I've been sucked into the cult of Dennis Dyack from hearing so many amazing things about Eternal Darkness, Sandy's Requiem, and the Blood Omen series. Yeah, I have played a lot of Legacy of Kain games, never gotten very far. Just kind of doing my thing that I did as a youth, which was play a lot of games, beat very few. And just how I lived my life for so long was just play a lot, beat very little, get near the end all the time, and then just get bored and move on. Alright. You okay, buddy? Okay, just... Nope, you guys are on your own, sorry.
While it is true that natural light weakens a vampire, magical light can have many uses indeed.
Magical light, okay. Because we're in darkness, I see. Who chained you guys up? Like, how did you get here? Did these skeletons do this? Like, who did this to you? Who's responsible for this madness?
Please, help me, kind sir!
Turn on the torches?
Please, help me, kind sir!
The game is very generous with like health right now. All these people chained up, and I'm like, I have no need for that right now. I played a game before in my time, once or twice.
Please, help me, kind sir! Help me, kind sir! Please, help me, kind sir! Please, help me, kind sir!
Projectile weapons, probably very helpful at some point. I have a feeling it's going to be important later on. Like, this is, I'm literally in easy mode right at the moment. This is the beginning. Oh, geez, they blow up. Okay, good to know. They blow up. Don't touch them.
Save Victus!
There's lots of stuff clicking, clacking. Bard Step 2004 had a zombie versus skeleton dance-off. Ooh, interesting. Surprisingly, this wouldn't be the first game where I've seen such a thing. Wait, hold on. Just magical light. Ooh, we're gonna have an undead rave. I know. Mid-90s, definitely a rave. Surprisingly, this wouldn't be the first game where I've seen such a thing. Yeah, Bard Step 2004 is weird. It's very weird. Bard's Tale 2004 is a very weird game. I don't know if I necessarily like it. I have it on PlayStation 4. I'm curious. It's one of the... I'm going to go through the whole series. It's one that I really want to do at some point. I planned on doing it this year, but just... My desires were elsewhere. Oh, geez, I just demolished that person on accident. I'm sorry about that.
Thank you!
I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to suck your blood.
Please, help me,
DJ
kind
Chew,
sir.
thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are enjoying a first-time playthrough of this fantastic game. Beloved by many, and I hope to feel the love as well, because it's been one that I wanted to play for a very long time. That was it? That was it. Did I miss something? Huh. Maybe there's more. That was just like a, hey. Oh, I got an ability out of that. So I guess it wasn't for nothing. We did get an ability out of that. The magic light spell.
Save Victus!
Town's that way. Ooh, doggies. Hello. Noctome. Is it saying I should go into bat form here? I think so. I think it is what it's saying. Should I go into bat form? How do I do that? Or is it just saying there's wild beasts here? Oh, like I have to go into wolf form to get here? Get through this? Calling the Bard's Tale 2004 part of the series is like calling Triple Triad part of the Final Fantasy series. Hey, Triple Triad's totally part of the Final Fantasy series. I would love a carpet of that too. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, it looks like I have to go into a wolf form. No, I don't have to go into wolf form. This is telling me this is a dungeon. This is like the big one. Maybe.
My lupine form enables me to move like lightning and leap over obstacles barring my path. But the guise of the wolf brings with it its own kind of hunger and rage.
The ability to jump. So... Ah, jump button. We have a jump button. Okay. Seeing the extent of the jump button. Yum, 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 yum. Interesting. I like this. I like the lupine form. Still suck blood. Nice. I feel like that form should be saying Eduardo. I look hard to be jealous of that wolf form. Toker! This game, right, man? I am playing this for the first time. Very excited. I can jump up things. This is doing a great job of showing me how these powers work. I don't know if it's going to get more complex, and it's okay. You can jump over water. How are you doing today, man? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I'm just kind of staying in this form. That's like the best way to do it. You don't need to go back and forth right now. Oh, crap. Maybe. Oh, jeez. Maybe a little bit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Finicky. Oh, but the health regeneration, my goodness, from the death. And now we're back here. Oh, I bet you this has allowed me to get to places I couldn't before, though. When you can be a werewolf, why not be a werewolf? Exactly. I would say this was earlier, because the PlayStation 1 was a port of the PC one. Yeah, and it's interesting. This was at the beginning of the height of the vampire game rage, you know? Everybody loved this stuff. Yeah, now we can jump up here. Maybe. There we go. Nocturne. I'm gonna go the other way real quick and see what's there. Game range name 4. Besides this and Masquerade. Okay, so, I mean, you have Symphony of the Night. You have Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which is different than not Bloodlines. There was another Vampire the Masquerade game before Bloodlines. It was Redemption, and you had a bunch. You had all the Dracula games; those were big. The Sega CD-FMV Dracula games, which was really, really weird. Hey, Cartridge Club! The Cartridge Club's following. Woo! How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Need to get over to that side. Let's see what we can do. Now it's my turn, stranger! Which was fantastic. We did a whole light gun night where we did Space Pirates and Mad Dog McCree, which was so much fun. Kid Dracula? Oh yeah! Now you're speaking my language.
One must be wary in dealing with the spirit forges. The wraith and shades that inhabit them offer items beyond mortal dreams in exchange for a sampling of your blood. The wraithsmiths forge their items with forfeit souls.
I'm saying, Simon, that vampire games were becoming very popular. You have this whole series, which was just enormous. It's really crazy that it came during that time where 3D games were all the rage. You know, Tomb Raider, that sort of thing. And for a game like this to really resonate with people, it has a lot more to do than just like trends. It was a trendsetter. And I think that there were a lot of games that tried to follow suit with this style of game.
Shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours. Imagine what power you could wield.
What is this? This game is very cryptic. I think in the best way possible. Shed your blood for me.
You come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
Sacrifice blood for these objects, Kane. Yes? Oh, okay. I see. Take a hit in blood to get more, to pretty much buy those items. Interesting. Going into a torpor vampire like. Interesting. Folks, shout out to Cartridge Club. They're going to be doing, in just a couple weeks in December, early December, they're going to be doing a wonderful charity stream. I might be participating. We're going to see how my schedule goes and what's going on. But I might be participating in helping them out. We'll be streaming something very silly. A silly quick game. Might be FMV rented.
And with it, the vampire grows stronger.
Auga. Okay, so now we got another fast travel node. Just be careful and not get killed. We got a bunch of shurikens. There we go. Ow. Come on now. Come on now, game. There we go. Oh, what are you doing? Oh. Did I run out of, like, mana? Is it mana that uses that? Mahito, how are you today? Welcome. How are you doing? mercy. No mercy. Mercy's for the weak. That's definitely what this character would say. It's so fascinating. You have this guy who's very much like, I want to escape death and also remove this curse. And they're like, okay, well, help us save the world. And he's just like, I'm not interested, thank you. I'll pass. He's just gonna help in destroying the world instead. Because that's just how he is. Ouch. You also have this really great antagonist. This protagonist who is an antagonist is the anti-hero, right? But like, so far it's interesting because he's just like, I don't care. He's like, I really don't care about the fate of anything. I'm just a selfish, crappy person. And you love him for it. He's a lovable bad guy. Sword animation's awesome. This game is awesome. Hito, have you ever played this? Have you ever played Blood Omen? It's so far very fun. Oh, what the? Okay. Okay, guys. Extendo swords. Okay. What is this? Do I have to go into wolf form? I think I do. Yeah. I do not have to go into wolf form, but it's quicker, so let's use that instead.
The energy bolt employs magical force in its rawest form. A messy spell, but a potent one nonetheless.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so do we definitely need to be in human form? We need to manage our spells. Yeah, that's the one. We need to cast them. Okay. Oh, come on. He does it out of his right hand, and it's not very... There we go. Whoa! Alright. It's not very helpful. I wish there was a run button. Oh my gosh. Game. What? I'm about to die. Wow. That was gnarly. Okay, so we have to cast a spell on that. That was gnarly. Oh, come on. Can I please just get... Really? Game? Wow. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Mike!
The Heart of Darkness.
Oh, Heart of Darkness. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, jeez. With a very minimal amount of health. Alright. I'm gonna have to change form, I think. Nope. That is not what I'm supposed to do. What? I couldn't get through there before. No, we're loading. We're loading the game.
The Heart of Darkness.
I'm not wasting my Heart of Darknesses on this nonsense. We are loading the game at the beginning of the thing. We're gonna try this again. Because that was madness. These guys. Okay. Let's get them off screen so they don't attack me. That's right, these guys have a big...
They victor!
Come here, dude. Come here.
Save Victor!
Come on, game. There we go. This is hard.
The energy bolt
Alright.
employs magical force in its rawest form. A messy spell, but a potent one nonetheless.
I'm using those instead of the spell on those guys, because this is much easier. What? Why did it game? I feel like it's messing with me sometimes. Thank you. Why did it break there? Why did it not work there? Okay. You make me question my sanity sometimes. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. It's just relentless. Oh. Okay. Spells. That's the one. Dwarven Dad, how's it going? Oh, Stunt Doctor says I was waiting for its virtually a podcast to start streaming just to find out there was not streaming tonight. Oh no! Hey, well, it's a pleasure to have you back, Stunt Doctor. Hope you're doing well. Mike says, sure, there's the way to avoid getting hit. This seems ridiculously hard. Well, you'd have to run past them and then cast the spell over there and then run past them again. And there's, at that point, 3 of them attacking you. Ladadford, oh my goodness. Big fan of the Legacy of Kain series here. Good to see you playing it. Ladadford, it is a pleasure to have you back. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Yeah, this is very enjoyable. I very much like this so far. These things scare me. They do so much damage. You gotta just juke. Nope. Oh my gosh. Oh, now you gotta put me in between 2 of them. That was a very helpful game.
The Heart of Darkness.
Okay. Oh, sticky keys. Okay. Oh no, wrong button. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go, the right button. Okay, game. Let's do this. This has been challenging. Oh, this is fantastic, by the way. Dwarven Dad. Fantastic. It's just, oh, there's a lot of finagling. A lot of finagling. How do I open that door? Interesting. Let's see. Let's head back this way and see if I can get those guys from above maybe killed. Nope, I can't go back the way I came. Interesting. Alright, let's figure this out. I've heard that there are some very, very challenging moments in this game that will test your sanity, and I'm already starting to see some of those. We're already starting to see some of those. So this should open. There it is. One of those things is not like the other. Okay. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah. Am I hitting the thing? There we go. I feel like I am sometimes, and I feel like I'm not sometimes. You don't entirely know. That's increasing our total health. Nope, that doesn't reach those. Come on. Ah! It's not worth it. My god, it's not worth it. I don't need the mana there. There. Oh my gosh. The explosion effect is very cool. I like the explosion effect. I was going to say, I love how this game looks, and also I don't know if I could actually play it. You gotta play it for the lore. That's what you gotta do. There. Stealthed it. Back here already. What's the point of that? Is that it? Just to get some life up and stuff? I guess so. Interesting. I mean, I guess I learned the spell. So, like, these are all just challenges to get the spells. And get... Whoops. Wrong button. Yeah, get the spells, get the life vials, those sorts of things. I love also that throwing the knives is like an explosion fireball sound. Oh, we're good. Person explodes. Whoops, wrong button. I've heard that spellcast sound effect in many early 90s games. I also... Oh, the Dadford. Yes, let's talk about... The music is very great. It's very chill, surprisingly, for the kind of game that it is. I love it so much. But yeah. It's been fantastic. Last time you wronged button someone, you stabbed Simon, you're going to get that a lot in this game, I feel like. I'm going to wrong button a lot. I mean, it's Alt, Control, and Shift. Like, that's your buttons. It's a 2-for-1 sale in the blood bank. It's just, oh, our cup spilleth over. You can see that, right? I don't know how everything looks on your end, but when you suck the blood from people and your health's full, it just spills over. Oh, it's this way. Yep. We're heading in the right direction. Papaya Chemist, Vay Victus! How are you, Papaya Chemist? It's so good to see you. Can we get a shout out to Papaya Chemist? Fantastic streamer, wonderful person. Plays a whole lot of adventure games, old school PC games, you name it, they play it. Lover of the old school adventure games. You have to give a lot of positive vibes for people who have a passion for that genre of game, because they are some of the best. Some of the best. And I'm enjoying this game a lot, even though I've been like, what is going on? What is going on right now? There's definitely something here. Can I jump, please? There we go.
The blood of ages flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
Okay, so this is like a fairy. This is a fairy room. This is Gothic Zelda. That's what this is. I have no need to drink from you right now, but it's good to know you're there. I like being in here before. Thank you. So there's places you can go to that end up like being shops where you sacrifice a lot of your blood to get a bunch of items. You pay in blood. And the items seem to be like the shurikens are kind of like a heat-seeking missile.
The village of Nachtholm was typical of Nosgoth peasantry. Yet amidst the farmers
playing
and
Ricketeer
smithies of the
recently.
quiet
How
country
is that, by
life
the way?
prowled brigands and cut purses.
Dad says, I got this game with my PS1, and I didn't realize I needed a memory card back in the day. Back in the day when memory cards weren't a thing. You know, the early days of the 32-bit era. Did anyone ever play the free Half-Life 1 mod Vampire Slayer? I have not, Simon. How is it? Is it good? Get a gallon of soda and beat it in one sitting Iron Man style. That's the thing. This game is the kind of game that you absolutely do. Because it's only like 12 hours. It's not an incredibly long one. The early installment weirdness of the series. They only get better from here. I've played Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2. I've played those 3. Never got very far. My oldest brother was really big into the series. I had played the demo of this, which only took you to the Pillars, and then that was it. You couldn't continue from there. And as a kid, I did that over and over and over again because I loved it so much. It was so good. So what's your money going to be, blood? What's your life going to be, blood? What's your mana going to be, blood? Mana's mana. Come on now. Come on now. That's outrageous, Simon. I'm actually not playing Ricketeer tonight. I play it on Wednesdays. Haven't updated my stream info yet. But I've been playing it for literally years. So I clearly love it on some level. Those are the best. Those are the best games. For me, the games I always go to. What are the games that you guys always go to? The games I always go to typically are... Okay, I can't get in here yet. Typically are games that are in... Let me see if I can in wolf form. Games that typically have a lot to them. You know? I'm talking like that I can spend a lifetime getting to know. Those are like the original EverQuest. Has so much depth to it. And then the silly things. The little things. Like Rocket League or stuff like that. I got a lot of multiplayer games that I really dig into. But it's fun to have just your comfort game. Like Animal Crossing's a good one for me. I just kind of can just get lost in for hours. The new update just hit, which I'm super excited about. Okay, so it looks like I can't get through there yet. Can I take bat form right now? Can I fly over things? I can't. Oh no, okay, I dissipate to fast travel. Yeah, we're not. Can I exit? Yeah, we're coming back. That was interesting. Okay. Nice. XCOM Civs. Oh, the civilizations. Oh my goodness, yes. Those, might do some Civ 6 at some point. Oh, okay, there's something over there. How does one get there? Have to pay attention for wolf form. Something for us to jump through there.
Save Victus!
Can I squeeze through here? Mm-mm. Okay, we'll have to check. Looking for secrets. Just looking, just getting a peek. Quest for Glory. Oh, Papaya Chemist. Yes! Favorite Sierra game series of all of them. I had just last year gone through the entire series because and did a carrier character over the whole way through because I had gone through 1 through 4 a million times, but never finished 5 because I'd never wanted it to tarnish my perception of Quest for Glory. Little did I know, I very much enjoyed 5, especially with the thief character. There was a lot to it that I thoroughly enjoyed. It's not the worst Quest for Glory game. And I would actually rank it. I mean, its combat is the worst. Yes, it's UI and it has some problems, but on a story side of things, I enjoyed it a whole lot more than I was expecting to. And I had the thief, so like the thief story is actually really quite compelling. I don't know how it is for like a paladin or a fighter or a mage. Like those ones I don't know. Oh jeez.
Save Victus!
Can I squeeze through here? No, I feel like there's secrets there. I didn't get to play 5 until long after I played the first 4. Yes. The 5 Thief was really interesting. And it's that 95 to... But that's the thing. Hold on. Let's take a stop to rant about the 95 to 2000. It's honestly the 95 to 2005 game adjustment. Let's be honest here. It's that decade of 95 to 2005 where games were weird. They were trying to figure... And even it's not just the transition from 2D to 3D. It really isn't. It's nailing down the core design mechanics that would be very easy for players to resonate with, that they can easily grasp and manipulate. And so that stuff from 95 to 2005 are all very out there games trying to do very distinct mechanics, trying to blend genres together more until they found the right combinations. So you had those weird RTS third-person shooter games. You had these huge-scale RTS pet simulators. You had just these wild, wild ideas that didn't necessarily work, but were very fascinating and interesting. First-person puzzle platformers like and like the Wheel of Time game, but also the first person puzzle platformers of like the Neverending Story game, which is not very good, but it's interesting. And yeah, the Wheel of Time game, super interesting. Is it streamlined? Mm-mm. Is it flawed? Uh-huh. But is it interesting? Oh my goodness. And my core idea for a lot of games, the things that I grasp to, the things that I gravitate towards, is always interesting, far more than solid. You know, while a game like Mario 3 is like the pinnacle of 2D platforming, and is a game I love dearly, but it's like, I will take 1,000 weird platformers that try to mesh genres or do something really fascinating that doesn't necessarily win over a Mario 3 any day. Because for me, I love the design ideas, these concepts, and trying to understand what works and what doesn't, and to take the right bits and to apply them into other games and to see this progression throughout the history of game design. Because in reality, it's incredibly interesting. It's so fascinating to see what a developer's trying to do, what parts work, what parts don't, and then to watch those concepts be taken, or sometimes to be completely disregarded, those things that work, that are thrown in the trash, and we never see those ideas again, which is really crazy to think about. Because, like, for instance, the text parser, one of the greatest things ever. One Must Fall, yes! Yeah, we're gonna get it working someday, Simon. We're gonna get One Must Fall going for me some point. It's definitely got its flaws, but it's not a bad game at all. Exactly. The weirdos who generally love Quest for Glory 3, which a lot of people say is the worst one. There's no bad Quest for Glory game. You know? I think that 3 is the weakest in just like the big picture, right? Like the game is weakest in its pacing, I guess would be probably its biggest issue. I don't mind the overworld. I really enjoy the characters. And that was my first Quest for Glory game, was Quest for Glory 3. But there's just, it had a lot of bugs. It has a lot of weird design, confusion. Like, you know, the Thief has a lot of crossover with the warrior stuff. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but you can accidentally lock yourself in to doing warrior things as a thief. And just that the thief gets cut out from the bulk of like the content compared to the magician or the warrior or the paladin. Simon says, I call that decade the lost years of game preservation. Lots of companies just seem to have lost records of ownership rights. I've seen lists of games that should be published digitally, and most are from that era. It's true. Risk-taking, we don't get these days, and that's a real shame. Oh, there you go, Papaya. It says, I should say that we don't get them from major studios. Gotta look at indie games for that experimentation now. The indie game scene is now just lush and vibrant. It's looking back at a lot of visual aesthetics of that era and taking some design aesthetics and refining them, taking a lot of that early like PlayStation 1 style visuals and then applying more modern mechanics to it and making it work better. Simon wants that one must fall. Yes. Nate Wookie says unique approaches is more important than familiarity, although has to be a blend to work. I don't think you're wrong, Nate Wilkie. I don't think you're wrong at all. Let's see. I should stream more weird stuff from Itch. Mike, there's some... Listen, there's that... what is it? The Memoirs of a Dying MMO or whatever it is? Remnants of a Dying MMO? What was the game called? It's you going through an MMORPG right before the server shut down and the world around it. That one is one I would love to do. And Papaya Chemist, we did a full playthrough of One Must Fall 2097 in February. We beat all the character story modes, so we saw all the endings. We did all the fatalities, and we also did a full career mode with Blatant Jaman. That was the guy. We had a storyline. It was very interesting. Met the team at CyberX Games in Las Vegas, says Simon, and helped them set up their booth and demo the game. I'm a special thanks. That's awesome, Simon. Yeah, I think, Papaya Chemist, I think when people say that Quest for Glory 3 is the weakest is because most people played The Thief. I think that's why. In reality, I think that it has the most interesting characters, and one of the best things that makes Quest for Glory 3 so interesting is it puts you in a situation where it's kind of this weird segue between, and it was intentionally meant to be this way, a segue between Quest for Glory 2 and Quest for Glory 3. You go into, Shapir, and you are beloved, hero of the katas, and you save, you save your friends from Quest for Glory 1 and bring them home, and you're loved for that. But then in Tarna, you're friends with Rakish and Rishaka, but everybody else doesn't like you. And they have strange laws and honor codes that conflict with what the hero is supposed to be and what the hero represents. And being in that world that is slightly hostile towards you. And then Quest for Glory 4 being like, the whole world's against you. Everything's hostile. You're hopeless. It's like it's like what they did was they went from you being on your own in a light adventure in Quest for Glory 1, you being in a little more dangerous place, but you're surrounded by lots of friends in Quest for Glory 2. In Quest for Glory 3, you have one friend two friends in a more hostile place. Quest for Glory 4 is you have no friends in a hostile place. And then Quest for Glory 5 is you have a lot of friends in the most hostile place. It's interesting. Mike says, Agony of a Dying MMO. There's only a demo right now, but it's great. I have to play it. But yeah, oh my god. Sorry guys, I'm talking to chat. We're just having a chat right now. Sakura says the MechWarrior games is a good example of games not available digitally. Exactly. My problem is that I don't enjoy a lot of horror games. I would love to do the Haunted PS1 stuff, but I really don't enjoy horror games. They're not my bag. I just am terrible at them, and I'm scared. Simon says, I've been playing an indie game I can best describe as Breath of the Wind Waker. Well, tell me more, Simon. What is the name of that game? Interesting. Wow. Weakest of a great series is still better than most Sakura. I agree 100%. I mean, it's like people talking about what's the best Zelda game. Like, you can't, there's no bad one. Except for the CDI ones, we don't talk about those. Why would one choose the thief when there's a wizard? Papaya Chemist. I agree. It's what's great about, and to take a second about Quest for Glory, because I'm going to just go through a million topics here. I apologize. That what's so great about Quest for Glory, why it works so well, is because those classes represent 3 different style of adventure game players. So you have the fighter character, who is the newbie. They're the people who don't fully grasp the puzzles, and they use brute force through the stuff. You know, they take the simplest route. And then you have the wizard, who you have a set of tools, your spells, that you use to solve puzzles. So you're given, your 12 spells, solve puzzles with those. Then you have the thief, which is pure adventure. That is those people that use their wits to solve puzzles. Those are the people that are the classically trained adventure game players, those seasoned adventure game players. But what's interesting is that, like, something like the wizard is very Infocom, like the the Enchanter series. It's very much that kind of thing, which is a lot of fun. I very much enjoy that idea. I can't wait to play Enchanter on stream. We're getting there, slowly but surely. And, let's see. Simon says, I have a grudge against doors because of Diablo 2. I had an overpowered sword with 9% lifesteal and a skill which reflects 8% damage. I outsmarted the game until I killed myself fighting a door. So now I always pick thieves. That's very funny. Mike says I should dig through the games from that community that aren't horror or just fall under spoopy and make a list of them. That would be nice, Mike. I would love that. But I'm tangents. Like, if I had my way and I have people, like, actually talking in chat, I won't shut up. I'll just talk to you guys all day. Nate says best example of a fighter in Quest for Glory 4, trudging through the swamp. Exactly, Nate. And having the wizard using the levitate spell, having the thief use acrobatics and jumping. Like, there's a lot to it. The spells aren't all weapons, they're tools. HC Willard, ahoy, how's it going? It's good to see you. So one of those things that's so interesting that I think is lost in so many games. When we talk about magic systems, right? Magic. So one of the things that I really loved about a game, I know this sounds completely unrelated, but trust me, it is. Sea of Thieves and magic systems. I love when a game gives every player the same tool set. You don't get any more tools outside of those. You only get these. Play with them. Interact with them. Utilize them in different and interesting ways. And I feel like that idea is lost in so many games. Most games now are about progression, getting more and more tool sets as you progress, instead of just giving you your set tools, letting you play with those. Breath of the Wild's another game that does this, which I think is fantastic. And I feel like Magic is a wonderful example of how you can do that, and they don't do that anymore. They don't utilize one of the most blatant and, like, just clear ways to design a game, giving players tool sets to play with. And you don't have to use them all for mechanical needs of progression. You can use them to just play with the environment. And that's something that's so important, to offer feedback to a player's inputs. It doesn't have to push them forward. It just responds to the player's action. When they say, what if I do this? And the game responds to you, knowing that you would want to. And that's fun. But we don't do that enough in games. Anyways, hi. Open nose isn't a funny joke. Pick nose is. Oh, man. Thief, picadillos. I love it. I'll give you a tool to play with, big guy. H.C. Willard, is it? I mean, if you're coming to give me some grilling tools, I'll absolutely play with those. Nate Wookie says, but you could open your mind, and it could kill you if your magic was too powerful. Ooh, that's a good idea. I derailed you from playing one of my favorite game series by talking about one of my other favorite game series. Well, this is totally normal. Yes, sorry. But the thing is that Quest for Glory is my favorite adventure game series. Is it the best? No. But it is absolutely one that is so near and dear to my heart because of its character development, its ability to tell a really fascinating story. Did we go this way already? Let's see. It tells a really great story, and I just smitten with the Quest for Glory series. I love the characters. I love everything that it's selling to me. Yeah, we've been here already before. So this is where we go to quick travel, right? Those are quick travel points. And it's just, I don't know, Papaya Canvas, if you've ever played Outer Wilds, but that, for me, may be arguably the best game I've ever played in my life. It's one of the smartest, it's one of the most emotional, and it's such a vibrant game. It's really worth it. It's really worth giving a shot. If you haven't played it, I'd highly recommend it at some point in your time. I'm not one of those people that says, oh, you must play. I'm very much like, if you ever are in need of a game and you have the time, I suggest giving it a shot. It's worth it. Outer Wilds, is there possibly any other name they could have used? Coming so close to... Well, Outer Wilds came out first. The name came out first before Outer Worlds did. One thing that really impresses me about Quest for Glory is that it essentially uses a silent protagonist, which I generally hate, yet it manages to cram so much character development into a guy who honestly doesn't have much of a personality. Well, that's the thing, is that it's a blank slate that does such a good job of being who you want it to be. You know?
The Pillar of the Mind, protected by the mentalist Nupraptor.
Okay, the Pillar of the Mind, Nupraptor. Yes. I'd like to go there, but like... Oh, hold on. Maybe if I go back this way, I might find some stuff. Because now that I've got this wolf form and things, I'm curious if that opens anything up for me. Hello. Hello. Curious if this leads me to anywhere. I don't know if it's going to, but I'm curious nonetheless. It looks like it doesn't. Yeah. Hello, people. I'm just a wolf man. Nice to meet you. Hello. No. So I'm missing something in that town that I need to do. Oh! I bet you one of my spells probably blows up those boulders. I'm not a smart man. I bet you it does. Can I use my bat form here? Maybe? Well, let's get to the pillars first, real quick. Hello. Excuse me, gentlemen. Okay. You can see how the hero matures. Exactly. Oh my goodness. So that's the thing, is that like with Quest for Glory, your hero is what you make it, you know? The bonds that you form with certain characters are so distinctly for it. Hold on, how do I... Oh, there we go. So we go there. Oh, I gotta click it, don't I? What? What? Why couldn't I fly there? Bat form, please. I would like to go to that location. Oh, 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 oh. No, no, no. Hello? Game? Game? I guess it doesn't want me to do that. Ooh, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Interesting. I have to play that one at some point as well. That's another one that people have told me is very good. We always like to also like say that, you know, old games are the best. And I'm very much like, there's a lot more out there now that is really interesting. And I wouldn't say that they're better than the old stuff, but I would say that the things that have come out of modern games, especially on the indie scene or those, you know, kind of middle range developers, has become something really different and really interesting. You can see the influences from a lot of its predecessors in that regard. You know, you have these games that took stuff from those old adventure games that we all love, improved upon them, mixed them with other genres successfully. We've seen so many types of games coming from indie developers that push the boundaries of what sort of things games can be or what they represent for people. And we've just seen a lot of change because of the works of a few. And even though some of the things that they do isn't necessarily original, I mean stuff like Among Us and stuff like that, the things that they do though are transformative of game design and the genres that we play in general, which is really interesting nonetheless. So let's see. Let's kill you guys. Can't break those, so let's go back into human form. Let's cast some spells. That didn't do it. Oh, jeez. Power through. That was a bad idea. Okay, that's gonna get me killed. Never mind.
The Heart of Darkness.
Wait. I'm just gonna do that. Is that what I needed to do? It's just push my way through this. I don't think that was the intended thing I was supposed to do, but you know what? I'll take it. Chateau, how are you? I strongly believe that the adventure games are in a great place now and get frustrated by people that dismiss everything after... Oh, yes, I'm with you, Mike. Even as a grump who generally isn't into modern AAA games, I can't keep up with all the stuff in the indie space. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. 110%. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do. But you know what? We're gonna do it anyways. King's Tavern. Really? Do these people serve anything? Oh, they just attack. Weird. Like, what's the point of that?
Of all the methods I employ, this is perhaps the cruelest. Causing my victim's body to shrink on itself.
Ooh.
Crushing bones and rupturing organs till the pressure inside bursts the sack of fleshy skin, spraying its contents for all to see.
But games are fantastic from all walks of life, all genres, all eras. It's so reductive to say only one particular facet, one era of games is good and the rest are bad. That's ridiculous. You slap me, lady. No. Although she just has one hand on the hip. Like, so reductive, and it's so odd when I see a lot of people who rely solely on a particular facet of it. You know, they're all about nostalgia. Oh, I see. I could have just ran across just there. It would have been easier. This place has a lot of taverns. Oh, hello. Can I get across there as the wolf? Can I jump across the, Yes! Haha! What an interesting game. I love that. I'm enjoying this game thoroughly right now. The Noctome Armory. Oh, jeez. No. No. Get out of the water, buddy. What is this? Shurikens. We do need those. Interesting. What is... I bet you in the daytime you come here, something opens up. Like some of us speedrunners are being called out here. No, Dechateau, not at all. Raise your freak flag high and see who comes to hang out. Exactly. I would say that no, there's nothing wrong with that. There's the only time when something is wrong with that sort of behavior is when you have a firm belief that that is the only way. But that's it. There's nothing else. That's when things start to get weird. That's when things start to get problematic in general, is when people start to say there's only one way at the expense of all these other things. In reality, that's not the case. There's room for everybody in all types of play. It's just those moments that when you as a person fail to recognize the rest of the world and the games that the rest of that world represents. It's those instances when you say those things are not the right way, you know? And there's no wrong way to play a game. It's the wrong way to enjoy this stuff, but you can absolutely be in a position where you can say, or be in a wrong position from saying there's only one way to play a game right. We know that's not the case. Oh, the Vikings, thank you for following finally. What took you so long? I kid. I can't wait to be able to go through water. That would be super nice. Instead, we're gonna walk our way through. It's a walk of shame. I mean, the key thing for anybody when playing games is that you're having fun. And I also feel a lot of times that people just don't recognize those instances where their mood, their state of mind, their prejudice kind of takes over or takes control of their preconceived notions take control of
the blood
how they
of
play
ages
games.
flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
I will drink.
The rain will do you no harm, for our blood preserves.
Okay. No damage from rain. Hooray. So these things... Oh, I just go crisscross applesauce to that. That's weird. Why are those rocks there? I don't know, Simon. I used to force myself to try games for 30 to 60 minutes and do stream roulette because there's no way I could get through my library if I liked it. I'd go on and play it all the way through. It's not a bad way to go, Nate Wilkie. I think that for me, I give everything a shot, especially in those situations where somebody's really passionate about it. Oh, this guy's a big one. I should have drank his blood. I think that, but I will happily turn a game down once it's like it's not working. We all know I played Unreal. Nope, not for me. Unreal is not good for me. It's not fun. Cheese it. Cheese strats. Gave some good blood though. Like Bart's Nightmare. Well, I think that with Bart's Nightmare, I mean, you can have fun in not having fun too, I guess.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir. Please, help me, kind sir.
What are those monsters? I mean, obviously, it's telling me I need to use these. Oh!
Oh, please,
Oh, I can't get through
help me,
that.
kind sir.
Interesting.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir.
Oh. There's so much to this game I don't understand yet. We will find out as we play. Papaya Chemist, Little Big Adventures. What's so one of the most contested things, one of the most things that I think that drive people crazy about me or think that I'm crazy is that isometric games, isometric perspectives are just like are brain candy for me. Like my brain just lights up. It gets very excited when I play games that are in an isometric perspective. Little Big Adventure, Solstice on the NES, Landstalker on the Genesis. These sorts of games are really big for me because I can easily comprehend where we're going in that space. So that's a positive. Where am I supposed to go? Am I doing something wrong with those boulders? Like, I don't know how to circumnavigate those boulders. But I enjoy understanding where I'm in a three-dimensional space and understanding the rhythm of it. Little Big Adventure has such a strange rhythm that is very difficult for a lot of people. I dig it. I can go this way. I dig it a bunch because it's a weird. There's a weird input lag to it that would drive a person insane.
The
But for
town
me, I
of
dig it.
Station Crow bore with it the infamous aroma of its inhabitants. In life, I would not have graced the place with my presence. In death, I merely added to the stench.
Having fun when not having fun is a mood, says Nate Wilkie. I guess, 100%. Okay, Sakura says that they're wrong. He has a new studio called Apocalypse Studio and announced a game called Dead House Sonata in 2018. Interesting. But Landstalker is fantastic. It's from the folks. Climax Entertainment is one of the best developers in the era of the Genesis. They worked on the Shining Force games, Shining in the Darkness, and Landstalker. Landstalker is super, super great. It has some jumps from time to time that you'll get, but it has a really great rhythm to it. Its music is fantastic. Its art is fantastic. And it's just medieval Indiana Jones. The Genesis has a presentation. Games on the Genesis are all about presentation and a cinematic feel. That's something that's incredibly lacking in a lot of games of that era. They just do such a great job of making things feel like a bigger story than they really are, or a world that's much bigger than you get to experience. And I love it so much. That's why Landstalker is my favorite. I tried really hard to like Little Big Adventure. I generally have a lot of patience for janky gameplay. What was weird about it, Papaya Chemist, was that like when I played Little Big Adventure as a kid, I played the demo of Little Big Adventure 2, and I was enchanted by it. I saw a review of it, and I looked at this and was like, this is amazing. This is the future of games. The graphics look so fantastic, and I was just in love with the world and exploring it. And when I finally got to play Little Big Adventure 1, it wasn't meshing at all, but there was a certain point, something had happened in my brain where I understood the ball in that game. I understood the jump in that game, and everything came together where I was just indestructible at that point. And it's a very difficult thing to try to convey to other people, but there was just something about it where everything clicked, where I totally understood where the ball is going to go when throwing it as a weapon, and how to navigate the puzzles, and everything just was firing on all cylinders for me at that moment. And that is one of those things where you have to realize that other people don't have those same experiences as you. And that was something that for me, for the longest time, I had to come to terms with. I was very much like, you gotta play this. You gotta play this. This is the best thing ever. You must play this. You must stop what you're doing and play this. And I was very annoying. But at a certain point, I realized that everybody comes from different perspectives, and everybody approaches games very differently. And there are elements of a game that people don't pick up on. And there's a rhythm to a game that is unnatural to people. And that's acceptable. That is okay. It's those moments when you start to understand that not every game is for every person, and nor should it be. And also that games do play like a song, and that we have to pick up on the different notes and the different rhythms and time signatures and these sorts of things. Every game is a rhythm game. And as you can see when I was playing this, that we start to see those instances where you can hit and move and 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 avoid being damaged. And it's really great. It's fascinating to see that. Understand the ball, understood the jump. Everything clicked. Yeah, I know that feeling. We need a word for it. On the jazz. I like it. I will have to play Little Big Adventure and beat it, and I want to. It's on my list because there were 3 other instances of me playing that game where a game-breaking bug had happened at the time. This was back when I had just an original physical copy of the game before the internet, and I had attempted to beat it 3 different times, and in 3 different instances, a game-breaking bug that I could not overcome, which does not exist now, which is something I really want to do because I loved that game and all of the things about it. So I will teach you the ways. But I completely understand, especially with a game like Little Big Adventure. Trying to understand yourself in that 3-dimensional space is very difficult, especially when you have a weird bouncing ball weapon. And there's a rhythm to fighting enemies and getting them into kind of a stun lock state. And you can kind of cheese your way through a lot of that stuff, but it's not good. There's so much delay and wind up, and like just movement is strange. It's like you're walking through Jello, And I get that it doesn't work, especially when enemies are like just bam, a shotgun to the face and you're dead. And you're like, what? They can stun lock you as well. And so you have to be very careful. It's a weird game. You're not just pressing the A button. You're slashing with your left claw. It's like an extension of yourself. Exactly, Simon. A pure gamer moment happened to me in Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Flow state. Flow state's a good way to go. Oh, Simon, no, it's 100%. Simon, 100%. And Nate says a personal best in Aim Lab. Ooh, yeah. So I play a lot of fighting games personally, typically off stream. It's just one of those things that I enjoy playing. Like I definitely want to go through some older ones just to showcase some of them, some really great ones like Last Bronx and things like this. But you bring up jazz, and Virtua Fighter is a series that is incredibly near and dear to my heart. It is, I feel, the greatest fighting game series ever made. And one of the major reasons as to why that is because it is a game that's rhythm is interpretive. If you play a game like Street Fighter, its rhythm is defined. It is a static thing that you discover and understand, but it is static. Typically, it doesn't have a lot of delayable moves. The combos are ingrained in its programming. It's things that people may discover, but are very linear. And something like Virtua Fighter is all about everything is delayable to go at your own pace and at your own personal rhythm, and it's part of the strategy of throwing players off of their own rhythm as well. So this tug of war with other players is really fascinating, but it plays like jazz. It is I always describe it as the jazz of fighting games, because it is a game that doesn't play, but it has a very distinct set of rules that you are in control of rhythmically. The way that the games play, the way that a player plays, is so drastically different. You're moving, you're ducking, you're going into these poses and changing the ways that you move, and you can cancel them into other things. You can delay them and make them come out slower or faster based on the way that you press the buttons, and it becomes this really fascinating ballet of blows that is just absolutely obsessive. Let's see. On the jazz was an expression from the A-Team. It's that feeling when a plan comes together, everyone and everything working as it should be flowing. Senwa's Sacrifice Combat really jazzed with me. I need to play. I have to play that really bad. Oh man, the Dadford knows. Virtua Fighter, you know the Dadford. Sorry. Again, I'm talking more than I am playing, and I do apologize for all of that. Hi, people. Oh God. Hi, ladies. Please. Ladies, please. It's all carrying knives and they're trying to slap me. Just ducking and weaving. I have no quarrel with you. This is some premium evasion strats. You're all sleeping, or this are all your bedrooms. Oh, snuck by there. It's like, why? I have no need. I have no need to fight with these people. Very bold aristocrats. This is the kind of point where evasion is far more important. You know, you don't have to fight them. The Bighorn Brothel. Oh no. Hello everybody. It's me. Vampire Man. I come in peace. All I want is your barrels, not your blood. There's some naked ladies on the wall. There's just a guy, this pasty looking dude comes into a brothel, sword in hand, just dodging all these slapping women, busting open their barrels, and then going on his way. What is happening here? Hello? Is this the kink room? It says help.
Please, help me, kind sir.
What is going on in this brothel? This is the Armory. Hold on. A house full of well-dressed ladies, full of beds, one dude. I think I know what kind of house that was. Oh, no, this is that house. Wow. That is interesting. Come here, lady. A brothel with people chained up. What a strange place. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to come in on your walking aimlessly session. What a strange, strange place. Yeah, there's no benefit in fighting them outside for blood, right?
This lunatic was delighted to see me. Perhaps his madness would reveal a greater truth.
Can you just explode into bats and spook them? I know, right?
The bastards in Stenchen Crow shun me as Nosgoth shuns them. I know what it means to be an outsider vampire. I fear you not. But remember this, there are others who will speak to you, so long as you know how to look.
Okay. Don't quite have that in me yet, right? I don't have that power, I don't think. We're getting there, though. They'll speak to you as long as they know how you look. You know how to look. Okay. Oh. Oh. There we go. Goodbye. Interesting. Kind of coming into this and trying to just figure out the loop. See ya. Oh, I can't get in there yet. Hey. Dasserin Hebenden.
The gypsies, purveyors of distrust and superstition. Most of their babble should be taken with a pinch of salt, since the gypsies often tinker with weary travelers'
Romani,
minds.
please.
However, a few gypsies have
Romani,
something
please.
interesting to say.
Romani, please. Hello. That guy doesn't like me, but the other people in the tent do. They don't mind. Hi. Hello.
There are benefits to traveling beneath a human guise. The
Okay.
threat to my person is lessened, and much information can be gleaned. However, the illusion is flimsy, and any act of aggression on my part can break the spell.
All right, human form. I like it. Okay, so let's play with that now. Hello, I am human. Hello, I am human. Hello. Will you come talk to me? I am human.
Vassabunt lay, its glory now stained and faded, a faithful child.
So
in the
hostile,
looming
just minding your
shadow
business. Salt
of
I throw over my
Nutcracker's
shoulder.
retreat.
I'm just normal human. Hello, I am normal human.
Nupraptor's keep lay west
Oh.
of Vassabunt. I would seek to cut the cancer from its heart.
Become a bat. Hold on, can I do that?
Nupraptor's keep lay west of Vassabunt. I would seek to cut the cancer from its heart.
Why have that? Why have that? What is this and why is west? Hello. I am just a normal human. I am just a normal human. Hello, humans. Hello, fellow humans. Don't mind me. I am just a human. Hello, princess. I am just a human. Hello. Do not mind me. I like all of your human foods.
At times, my magic extends into very exotic disciplines, such as the manipulation of time. I am able to slow time down so I can move about, quick as a wolf, while all others move as though they were mired in mud.
Helpful. Very helpful. We're getting the tools of the trade now. How do you do, fellow kids? Now picturing Kane in a backcourt baseball cap with a skateboard. Yep. I love that Steve Buscemi did that for Halloween. That was his Halloween costume. I love that he did that. That is fantastic. Hello, fellow humans. That's me, fellow human. Oh, I can push stairs. Why don't you take a seat? I'm going to trap you. Ha! You're now trapped. You can't escape my chair prison. Hello. I would like to purchase armor. So good. It was so good. A act only fitting of Steve Buscemi. Village Smithy. Don't mind me. I am just a normal human stealing your normal treasures. Right from under your noses, but you can't be mad. I am fellow human. Even though now I am stuck. There we go. The chopping block. I see. And that should be not. Kurhagen. There we go. We're back to being... Ooh. Just upset this one guy. Alright, what else we got? Do not be mad at me, I am fellow human. I know this is incredibly interesting. Alright, that's ready. Captain Bitter's Suds. Okay. See that big swing? Oh, coffins. Hi, I'd like to purchase a coffin.
Should this object strike an enemy, rot and decay would instantly eat their flesh and leave only a pool of blood and tissue. For a time after, the toxins are still active and therefore lethal to the touch.
Oh, shoot. Come here, dude. Can't get in there yet. Oh, great. Oh, that really hurt. Ow. Did I go in here already? Yeah, I did. Don't mind me, guys. Just sucking their bloods. It's alright, we're fine. We're all fine here. See, look, nothing to worry about. I don't know why you guys are so mad. Guess the beginning of things. See Third Rock Cast play D&D. Oh man, hold on. Would the brothelettes be just as aggressive if you showed up in wolf form, or would they just want to scratch you behind the ears? I know, right? I always threaten my DMs in D&D with an 8-foot-tall pink lizard folk who is a rogue master of disguise, puts on Groucho Marx glasses. Hello, fellow mammals! No one can tell that I'm not a human. Chicken Boo of D&D! Oh my gosh, yes. I would let you. That's the thing. Why not? Why just say yes? Just say yes. It's so easy to say yes. Just do that. Why do folks have to say no? In the Dungeons and Dragons, why do they have to say no? They could say yes. they'd be having so much more fun. How do I get out of here? Oh, this is a different way. Wait. Oh, the gypsy camp. Okay. Romani, please. What did they have for me? Do they have anything? Like... I gotta go west, I think. Yes, here we go. Hills are good. Hills are good. Oh. Hi. Hello, sleeping people.
The wind carried screams from the west. I couldn't help but smile. Someone else in this world was suffering more than I.
Right, like, they don't have them. I'm not getting any money from them. They don't drop anything when I kill them. Like, why fight at that point? You can just evade. Look at this. Oh, jeez. Look at you. Okay. Look at the bones, man! Hello. I need to be in human form. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Hello. I am fellow human. Just gonna... Don't mind me, I'm just pulling a lever. It's fine. We're all fine. We're all good, right, guys? We're good. Shh. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's okay. Off to Hero Forge to make an 8-foot pink lizard folk with Groucho Marx glasses. Those jukes, though, I know, right? Kiting 101. Oh, I bet you.
The gaping maw of Nupraptor's retreat rained upon Nosgoth all his pain and misery. The disease begged to be cleansed.
The gaping maw. Noctow's retreat. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh. Hold on. What is going on here? Can't push. Like, why can I push some and I can't push others? I know not why. Oh, jeez. Save. Yes. I have not saved at all. I feel like playing this game in pacifist mode isn't really viable due to the need to drink blood to survive. That said, I bet someone out there has done it. I think life is precious is exactly that. Yes. It's almost the end of the year. It is. We're in November, mid-November now. Like... Okay. stealth mode it is. Right? Yeah.
The mentalist Nupraptor was renowned through Nosgoth for his tricks of the mind, telepathy, and telekinesis. Pilgrims traveled from all across the land seeking the comfort of his lies. I sought not his wisdom, but his life.
What an interesting place. Oh, jeez. Did not make that jump. Thank you for your donation.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir. Oh, please, help me, kind sir.
Whoa, what's the camera doing there? It's getting all wacky. It's like, no, go back, go back.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir.
Yeah, we're doing this, man. Only a penitent wolf may or just run through it. There's some talking. Wait, did I hit that? That looks like a switch. Am I crazy? Yeah, just run and hit it then. There's some talking. There's some women talking about the futility of her actions in the background. That was weird.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir.
What are those?
You dare intrude upon my sanctuary? Can I not mourn in peace? Leave. Leave and let my solitude be complete.
Mourn in peace. Okay. I'm gonna go human here. Ho ho ho.
Ve Victus!
Fe Victus indeed. Sorry, my friends. No respite for you.
Ve Victus!
The screams! The screams! Nope, okay. see if we can do here. Just gotta listen for the audio cues. One of these things. He's not like the other. So that lit up.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir.
There we go. Switch puzzles are never fun. They're very basic. They're not enjoyable. Simon says, there's a story to the dungeon. The architect graduated with a major in dungeoneering. Everyone thought he was crazy, got his best friend, who everyone told not to get a degree in English, to write the riddles. You, the intruder, just runs by everything, and the only thing that hurts you is the leaky pipes from the crooked plumber that got charged a premium for cheap parts. It sounds very correct. I feel like I hurt a lot of people with the way that I play. We were like, you're just dodging everything, you know? This is like the only time I've ever had to engage with anybody. And that's just by choice. Okay. Oh, let's do a spell. Oh, sorry, dude! I didn't think it was gonna hit you. Sorry about that.
I came upon one of Nupraptor's serving girls, catatonic with fear, choking out half words through bloodied, broken teeth. Although tempted by hunger, I stayed my hand, allowing her to tell her story. She spoke of her lord Nupraptor, driven to insanity by the brutal slaying of his beloved Ariel. She spoke of his self-mutilation, sewing his eyes and lips shut to deny the outside world. Fueled by despair and hopelessness, he turned his magic on the circle, infecting their minds with his madness. Nupraptor cared for nothing now, save his pathetic self-pity. Scars such as hers would never heal. Death would only be a mercy.
Yep. It's the vampire way. It's the vampire way. What is... It's a whole bunch of dead people. Oh, hello. What the heck? You're just a person. That was interesting. Weird jester guy. Nice job breaking it, Nupraptor. Old Nupraptor, old Nuppy. Oh, Nuppy, you did it again. All this hullabaloo.
The cretin squandered life and left it seeping on the floor. Such waste was a travesty. Perhaps Nupraptor needed to be taught a lesson as to the value of blood.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir.
Nah, you guys are good.
Save Victor!
We got him. That was a thrilling fight scene that happened in the hallway. You should have seen it. Oh, look at this. Okay. I'm here, guys. I think this is gonna be a fight. I don't know about you, but it sounds like a fight to me. Oh jeez. We're good. I'm Nuppy forever in my head. Exactly, Nuppy. Oh, Nuppy. You're not named... He wants to be called Raptor. Like, he's just like, no, man, I'm Raptor. This is how I roll. It's like, okay, Nuppy. Whatever. Giant brain. I've seen it before. Oh, that is a rug. I thought that was actually a giant brain. I actually thought I had to fight the giant brain. He even saw me swipe at it. Like, that was actually gonna do something. Yeah, let's go this way. Oh boy. Okay. So we need wolf mode. Oh, that put the spikes up. I thought they were... I'm not a smart man. What's this? What's this one? Oh, jeez. Just do that. The sneaky nature of the Wolfman. One section of the brain down. Oh, hello. Interesting. Edgelord Nupraptor. All the Pillar Guardians are giant edgelords, to be honest. It's... Look. This is where you're hanging out. This is absolutely...
When conjured, the energy bank permits me access to mass amounts of magical energy for a brief period of time. However, when the moment passes, I will be drained of all magic, unable to cast even the simplest of spells.
Okay. Interesting. Yes, come in one at a time, please. Okay. So is this the fight? Like, another portion of the brain down. It's funny, if the rest of this game is this long, people said like the game's only like 12 hours long. I mean, I've been playing now for 2.5, and we haven't even beat one boss yet out of the 12, was it? Oh, I need the light spell. Spells are F3. There we are. What the? Is there rhyme and reason to this? Hello? Hello? I think the light spell was the wrong idea for this one. I think I botched it because I did the light spell. Does this wear out? I hope it does. Deviant, how's it going? No, the game. Okay, well, there we go. Here we go. See this? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I botched it by doing the light spell. How's it going, Deviant, by the way? This game is long. If you do everything obvious, I have no idea what speedrunning is like. It was weird. The how long to beat was like, yeah, it's 15 hours. 12 hours for first playthrough, 15 hours for completionist. And I did not believe this. I'm excited for it being long, though. Because I've wanted to go through this series for so long. And this was the reason, the game that held me back. Because I didn't want to go through Soul Reaver without having any context of this game in particular. And I really, like, I have acquired all of the other games. I bought them all. And I want to see what's going on. I mean, I even have Nosgoth, even though I don't think you can play Nosgoth anymore. But curious to know what folks think of Nosgoth. That was a game that failed miserably, but I think is probably really interesting, but not necessarily great. Huh. Interesting. Spending most of the day writing my Retro World Recap. Retro World Recap, that's a convention? How did it go? I have never been to a convention in my life. Did I go this way already? No. Yes? No. Yes, I did. Now I have to do it again. Because I'm not a smart man. Tall pink lizard person in the Discord. Oh, nice! Simon, I knew I could count on you. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? And that's the same thing's happening with Vampire the Masquerade. There's a Battle Royale Vampire the Masquerade game that is people are testing and playing right now. And I'm just like, I would love. They did a little bit of this in the PlayStation 2 era, right? At the height of the Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance games, and you know they had the EverQuest beat 'em ups, the Champions of Norath and stuff like this, and they had Hunter the Reckoning. You know, I'd love to see more in the World of Darkness series represented instead of being just Vampire, because like Mage the Ascension to me is always super interesting. I'd love to see more like of that stuff. Alright, let's see. You know what would be a great way to revive the single-player game series known for its incredible writing and epic convoluted plot? A multiplayer PvP-only game. It's true. David says, it's super cool. I got Pixel Dan's book. Went to a bunch of panels, met Metal Jesus for the first time. Went with imaginary monsters to a brewery. Fun stuff. Good times, David. I'm glad, my friend, that you got to enjoy yourself. It's been a long time since any of us have been able to do so. Yeah, the Hunter game on PS2 was pretty good. It was pretty fun. I liked that time in games. Don't mind me. You know, the Fallout action RPGs and the and EverQuest, all that stuff was a really fun time. I really want to go through Champions of North on stream at some point because I'm a giant EverQuest fan. I think that EverQuest is really interesting, but not in the way that most people do. Most folks play those games with a massive love for gear and raids and dungeons and min-maxing, and like that's the anti-me. I'm all about the world building and the fascinating design choices of those games. And I feel that Champions of Norath is just a continuation of that lore. It's really interesting. I'm excited to play it. Now, there was an action werewolf game from World of Darkness that recently came out, too. There's a lot of visual novels. This is also true. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. But by Chemist, I live for co-op. Like, there is something invariably delightful about playing with other people, communicating, talking, having a good time. Just enjoying games as a social experience, right? So, like, on Fridays, I play interactive fiction with my good friend Nick. We play text adventure games. We play the Infocom games right now in chronological order. So we're going through, we've gone through Zork 1, 2, 3, Deadline, Starcross, Suspended, and The Witness. We're now moving on to Planetfall. We've beaten 7 Infocom games, which is crazy. But playing them together as a co-op experience. So I map, he's at the helm, and figuring out these puzzles together. It has been tons and tons and tons and tons of fun. Absolutely enjoying every second of it. And it's a different experience altogether. It changes everything. That ability to sit down with another person and try to tackle these mysteries of a game together is just the best.
From the depths of the retreat's eye sockets, I viewed Nosgoth in a different fashion. The glass seemed to warp the image and taint the color. As if Nosgoth needed assistance in making its corruption apparent.
Taint. Let's see. I don't love all co-op games, but certain ones really hit the sweet spot. There are definitely some that are just generic. I don't enjoy co-op games where the second player just does exactly what you do. I very much enjoy when they play different, have a different play style or fulfill different roles, or are doing something distinctly different that requires, something distinctly different that requires a lot of communication and coordination together. Like using the co-op more than just being like a second person to be there. That everybody's kind of working in tandem together as a team. Okay, how do I get this open? Oh, here we go. Missed these. I appreciate its symmetry. 100%, Simon. Steven says, have you ever gotten super salty in a co-op game because the person you're playing with is completely terrible at it, and they lose, it costs you the game? Nope. Never. I play games with Nick. Nick is terrible at games. He's just really bad at them. But I play with him anyways because it's just fun. It's the experience. I always come into gaming with other people as it is an experience. It's a story. It's telling a story of some sort, right? And as long as that story is interesting, I don't mind failure. Failure is great. Because also I love more than anything to watch people progress. You know? I would typically say that I'm pretty good at video games, and I play with folks who aren't, and I don't get mad because I want other people to get better and also to enjoy those games. You don't get frustrated about it because we're all trying to learn it together. And you get to see that progression in people because they do get better. There's a great progression that you get to see from other folks. And I very much appreciate that.
So, Malik, have you come to fail the circle once more? Leave, Paladin. I do not need your protection. Come, Cain. Come, share my pain.
Huh. Okay. I will share your pain.
So, this was the mentalist Nupraptor, this broken, pathetic little man. Yet crippled as he was, he would not yield without battle.
Huh.
Very well, old fool. If it is death you seek, I will not deny you.
That's a spike. Interesting boss fight.
Ve Victus!
Now we go this way. Huh. You just got a bunch of jello balls. I was not expecting this.
Ve Victus!
Was not expecting rolling jello balls. Like, he's got the yoga balls. You know those yoga balls? He just got a bunch of those. He's sitting in a throne of jello. He's just stuck in a jello mold with some yoga balls. What a guy. Oh, come on. Oh crap. Ooh, that hurt. Hello. Okay. What is this? Aha! Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, game. We're gonna be using projectiles. Maybe not. Ah. Oh, he did. I love it. The head roll.
Perhaps the head of her beloved will convince Ariel that I have accomplished my task.
I like it. That was good. That was interesting. That was a fun boss fight. Playing with two players is quite different than playing as a two-player team. I guess that's true as well. Certainly more mellowed out now. But when I was a kid and my brother wasted all 29 lives in Contra, got us killed in TMNT, I'd be like, fuck! Everything you just described fit Payday 2 perfectly. The rehearsal. Simon, one day we're gonna play it. I promise. It just, look, I want to stress, Simon, that my not playing Payday 2 right now is not because I'm trying to avoid playing a game with you. It's very much a situation of, it's just not ringing true to me right now. That's just not what a type of game that I'm interested in playing at this moment. Although I have Payday 2, we will play Payday 2, I promise you. But it has to hit me. It has to spark. And that's a weird thing to say, and it sounds very finicky, and it kind of is. But I am driven by just like what hits me. What is it that I want to play? And there was like an instance where in Shining Force 2, I was like, okay, I'm done. The game wasn't done yet. And it's like, I have to see it through. I have to finish it. But the spark had left. It had left the building at that point because I had to take this big break, you know? But I was like, I have to finish it. And you can see those instances where the spark and drive is gone. And it comes and goes. It's a weird thing. But you have to get it. Lots to play. It's ironic because these days he likes Warzone and I'm crap at that one. And it's like the shoe is on the other foot now. Yeah, that's the thing. It's so wild how our tastes change, our skill changes, what we find to worth of our time.
Most useful of weapons, for it merely stuns my victims, allowing me ample time to feed.
Huh. Can it break these stones? Where is that? Oh! I didn't know you could do this. Okay. So this is a big menu where you can go through all the stuff. Interesting. I didn't know that there is other
Spiked
weapons.
mace.
Spiked mace. It breaks the stones! This I like. Bust open chests. Oh, this is exciting. You all want to play Splatoon 2. That and Dusk and Truxton. Splatoon 2, absolutely. Look, I'm excited for Splatoon 3. I'm going to try my hardest not to get obsessed with Splatoon 3. I played so much Splatoon 2, and it helped that my daughter at the time, my oldest at the time, she was like 4 or 3, and she was just like, yeah, go you! Like, she was my cheerleader, and I had to play. You have somebody cheering you on, you gotta play. Alright, let's see what here we are.
I placed Nupraptor's head before the Pillar of the Mind, and watched on as it dissolved into the stone. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored.
Nupraptor was but the genesis. Forever tainted by his madness, the circle was beyond redemption. For them, absolution lay only in death. In me, they would find their deliverance. But first I had to defeat their shepherd. Malek, defender of the Nine, lay in a keep to the far north, past Vassabunt. It was time for me to test the wrath of the Pillar of Conflict.
Death in the circle breathes life to the pillars. For every pillar, there is a token. Only with these shall they be restored. But to reach a warrior, you must first breach his ward. Find Malek and destroy him. Only then will the circle fall.
So it's really interesting, right? Because there was a moment in the game where I was very much like, I'm having a tough time with these enemies. I can't beat them. They're kicking my ass. They want you to use the human power until you get the mace, and then you're able to do something with that. Like, and having this mace is opening up new things and getting you access to new stuff. Oh, I see, just stunts.
Save Victor!
What? Okay. Interesting. So things are starting to open up now, you know. I like this. I like this progression. So yeah, that's a situation though where I am absolutely going to be keeping the sword until I need to use the mace to get through obstacles. Cause like I like killing things. I say that as I like avoid combat at almost all costs. Whee, don't mind me. So also trying to remember, like, where have I been already? And, like, where was there more to do? I love just how fast, like, the other wolf, like, the wolf form compared to Cain. Cain is so slow in comparison. But it's still really interesting to see, like... Oops. It's great. I'm enjoying this and the different, like, style of play. Alright, now we get our mace. Right? Can't I break those?
Ve Victus! Ve Victus! Ve Victus! Ve Victus!
Okay, I guess not. Let's go into wolf form then. Jump. Oops. There. Hello. Oh, can that break those? They cannot. Okay. Good to know. It depends on the situation, yeah. Like, there's definitely situations where you need to do combat, but a lot of times it's more really about avoiding. I never thought you were avoiding me personally. We played plenty of Hellgate. Payday is a game I'd recommend to anyone who can appreciate depth, complexity, and as a human team. So you're a Gauntlet 2014 proponent. A lot of people don't like Gauntlet. The most recent Gauntlet? A lot of non-Gauntlet fans. So can I go this way now? Right, there was stuff over this way. Might just go wolf form and speed things along. Giant boulder. That guy. That's right. I don't think you can break these boulders with this, right?
Ve Victus!
Oh, those things. Yeah, I can't do anything with this yet. That's just the teleportation. Let's... Yeah, I don't know why I'm going the slow way, because there's the town. And we just gotta go north from there. Right? Oh, jeez. Yeah. Hello, game? Is that the closest one? It looks like that is the closest one. Never mind. Talking to Weeblespleen about why people call games bad. Sometimes it's not about what a game does, but what it doesn't do. What it isn't, like unrealized potential. 2014 isn't anything like Gauntlet Dark Legacy, which a lot of folks loved. It's more of a step back, closer to an evolved and refined original. That's how I perceived it, too. I very much perceived it as just that. And so I was like, oh, this looks interesting. And everyone's like, oh, it's terrible. And I'm like, it doesn't look terrible. It kind of reminds me of what I saw as the unreleased Gauntlet DS game. If you ever saw that, Simon. There was an unreleased Gauntlet DS game that does some really interesting things. There we go.
Ve Victus!
Can't cross that yet. Not a good idea. Gauntlet? Oh, really? So, Simon, I highly recommend looking at it. I'll have to find the video for you. You might be able to find it on YouTube. The developers of the Gauntlet DS game went together and did like a full playthrough and commentary of the game, this unreleased, complete DS Gauntlet game, and talked about it. It was really interesting. It lets me be a Valkyrie and throw my shield around like Cap, so I'm immediately satisfied. That's great! That's fantastic. I'm all for this. Ouch. Romani blood. Gotta go north and then east. Yeah. I think things are also going to start moving a lot more quickly now that I at least have gotten kind of into the groove of the game and like what it's trying to do. I see. And the mace works better against armored foes. That's, yeah. It all makes sense. Because they were impossible to fight with the sword, so you had to use that human spell. But now it's 2 hits, bam, you're done. But of course you have to finish them off by sucking their blood, otherwise...
The blood of ages flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate the offer and everything, but...
Save Victus!
Oh my gosh, what a cachet.
Save Victus! Save Victus!
What?
Save Victus!
There we go. What a cachet. Unintentional ASMR stream with the blood, those blood noises. Nate Wilkie, yes. Yeah, Simon, I highly recommend watching that Gauntlet DS stream. It looks like such an interesting game. I think it's out there for people to be able to play too, currently. And I would recommend checking it out. It looks like it's very much like
Years
what
ago,
2014
word
was.
reached us of a strange pestilence that had laid siege to a few remote villages far east. But the rumors failed to prepare us for the horror that was the plague.
Here's the thing. You know how they always talk about show, don't tell? I think there's an instance where this game does something where it doesn't show and it tells in a way that is compelling and interesting, because it's telling you through the perspective of this character that you're playing, and they're giving you a lot of thoughts in their head about what is happening and what they're experiencing in a narrative that is engaging and connective. Whereas a lot of times a game will, like for instance, when he fights the boss, they could have just shown him throwing the head and the pillar healing itself and moved on. But he has this long monologue of like just this romanticized discussion of what is happening. You don't see him throw that head. You don't see the pillar be restored. He talks about it. But he talks about it at this great and flowery way that, you can definitely tell his own perspective of the world, of this council of people, and you get to understand him better. Oh my goodness, we got a raid. Decap Jedi, 11 people. Oh my goodness. Decap Jedi, how are you? Were you playing more Tron? What were you playing tonight? Shout out to Decap Jedi. If you haven't been following him, seriously, what's wrong with you people? Fantastic streamer, a lover of adventure games, a lover of that era of video games that is so fascinating and interesting. We're talking about the 1995 to 2005 era of games. Primo stuff. Was playing a lot of stuff, but I know they're playing Tron 2.0 normally. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series. Tron 2.0, Simon, yes. He has been playing Tron 2.0. How is the Telltale series going, by the way? I also hear that the newest Guardians of the Galaxy game is absolutely fantastic. And I watched a little bit of it, and I would concur. There's a lot of attention to detail in that game, especially with its dialogue. and character interactions, they do a lot that doesn't get noticed or recognized or appreciated as much. It's one of the forgotten Monolith classics, exactly. Simon is a giant, and Sakura are both giant Tron 2.0 fans. One of my favorites, too, especially for the way that it presents its multiplayer, which is fun, where people who are waiting in a lobby to get into a match. So a server is 3 different death matches happening, or 2 or 3. I think it may be 2. And those who are waiting to get into a match on that server are watching from a lobby above, and they're watching both games simultaneously, and they can push buttons to change the map in the arenas, which is really crazy. But tonight, we are playing Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, the original. It was released recently on GOG, and I had to snatch it up because I've been wanting to play this series for so long, but I wanted to get this one played. But it was so hard to get it working to be streamable, and so I had held it off, and then GOG came out with it, and it works like a charm. It's been so good. Matawi, it's good to see you. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, dude. Bob. What should I say to you, buddy? Oh, there's Bob. How you doing? Hold on. He needs his friend. He needs his Dunsparce friend. Oh, Dunny, the Dunsparce. Oh, Dunny. Don't tip him over, buddy. Too heavy. Thank you for releasing Bob. Oh my gosh, a viral run of Tron 2.0. Nice. I have to try Shogo. I have not done Shogo.
Worms and maggots fed upon his festering skin. The scent of tainted blood seeped through the wounds upon which they feasted. Pity. Such a waste. Good blood gone bad.
Good blood gone bad.
Korhagen, my home. The finest city in all of Nosgoth, rich in vanity and conceit. I had no delusions as to the welcome I would receive.
I have Shogo, too. I have to get to it at some point. All these people are plagued, it looks like. Everybody's dead. Oh my gosh. Big old pile of bodies. Hello.
Death and disease stalked these streets. Bodies lay most in the very spots in which fate had taken them. A perfect homecoming.
A perfect homecoming. This game would not be nearly as interesting if it isn't for this protagonist. And like his just monologue. Oh, there's a barrel there. Anime style rocket launcher spreads. Ooh. I mean, you're talking anime of any type. Like, I'm down. I mean, we're doing anime baseball. You just wait. Oh, that's not helpful. So many bodies. Okay. Let's see. I think that's just the thing that makes these games so interesting for folks in general. Is just that there is this inner monologue. The whole series has this. You know, the Soul Reaver series does as well. And that's something that just, it really, people gravitate towards. That inner monologue is so important for these types of games because because you get such a better insight of his characters. We don't get that very often anymore. It gets lost.
Save Victus! Save Victus! Save Victus!
Sucking that blood. Blood Omen 2 was the one I really liked. Sucking the blood out of freaked out peasants like a shop vac was so hilarious. This isn't the town with the brothel. This is we're now in Korhagen. That's afflicted by a plague. A bouncing plasma ball. It bounces a few times before exploding. Great for tight corners. Nice. Haven't found this to be exceptionally difficult yet. But I've definitely found it to be fun. There's a lot going on. Also, Fae Victus. Why does he shout Fae Victus? Is that ever explained? Oh, that was a bloody death. Yeah, if I would understand why he says Fae Victus. Like, that's something that everybody just screams at me, and I was like, what does it really mean? Why does he say it? Why does he shout it?
Save Victus!
Blood. That's a increase in my overall health. Greatly appreciated. Ooh, this is new. Okay.
Save Victus!
Oh no. Hold on. These things are the death of me. Those are like the toughest is in this whole game I've ever experienced so far. No. Gotta spam it. The projectile attacks, because those guys are just brutal. Come on. Ow. Thank you. Jeez, those guys are just killer. But it's worth it. I got an increase in my overall mana. Oh, I did not mean to kill him. Wrong button. Great. I'm out of mana.
Invoking this spell cloaks me under a protective aegis. Whatever spell is cast at me will be reflected back at the caster, leaving me unharmed. It will only last for a short time, however, before leaving me vulnerable once more.
Hold on. Let's do that spell. That's a good one. Oh no, that's the wrong spell. Wrong spell. Thank you for asking me. All right.
Save Victus!
Oh, so nice. Please, let's do that more. Fantastic. I love this spell. Best spell in the game.
Save Victus!
I get to just reflect all of the projectiles back at enemies. That's nice. Best spell in the game. Oh my goodness. Jess for art. Hello. For Verizon. What's Verizon? Who tell me? I'm adorable rose protected under glass. Tale as old as time. Okay. He Fey Victus his way into my heart. Is it Vey Victus? Yeah. Woe to the conquered. Woe to the vanquished. I was a bit intimidated to start this game because of all the ultra cryptic things I've heard about it, but it looks it's very approachable, Simon. It takes a second. Ooh. Ooh. A survival vampire game coming out next year. Interesting. That will definitely be on my list then. Absolutely. I'll be looking that up for sure. Without question. I need me some blood. Oh. Everybody's dead. That's exciting. And by the way, welcome, Jess for Art. It's a pleasure to have you. I hope you're doing well. Look at this. What a mess. Ah, crap. I'm stuck. I was like, yay, a tavern. I'll get to eat. And nope. Everybody's just a big old pile of dead. Yeah, you though. Oops, wrong button. Dang it. Give me your blood, your precious blood, vital effervescence. Give me your blood. See, Simon is a big no-no on survival crafting. He's like, ooh, tell me more. I like this idea. Survival crafting. Nope. Which is okay. I know that's a big Simon no-no. That's interesting. Fortnite plus WoW plus vampires. Yeah, so, because I know we have like stuff like Rust and stuff like Valheim and, you know, these survival building like server games, you know. I think that a vampire one would be really interesting. My only problem that I ever have with those types of games is just that they don't feel substantial, you know. Like what I mean is that like the world doesn't feel, there's no established culture, if that makes any sense. So in a game like a typical MMORPG or some of the older ones, right? You had NPCs and a game world and history kind of established, and people kind of played around the culture that was crafted by the developers. And with a lot of these games now, these smaller scale but long-standing server survival stuff, the culture is then defined by players, and sometimes that's good and interesting and can cause for a lot of very fascinating things coming up, like DayZ in its early stages, all the stuff that was kind of happening with that world of like people being taken hostage and taken for a ride, that sort of thing, and a lot of stuff that goes on in the Grand Theft Auto 5 scene, like their online scene and stuff like that's really fascinating. How players can define the culture of the game and set the rules with which everybody has to play by. But then that can be a situation where there isn't that, and it's very easy for it to not exist. And but to have it is part of the fun. And so for games like that to succeed, they need to have those weird infrastructure role-playing worlds where people want to play a role, and like they do so in a lot of the GTA 5 stuff. Is a great example of it, where people want to work within the structures of that world and try to exist and survive in it. When it is utter chaos, it falls apart. It becomes uninteresting, right? Because then all you're really kind of doing is just building. But when you're having this conflict or you're having this hierarchy that you have to work with, it becomes really interesting. But I wouldn't say that like it has to have a pre-established world and NPCs and things like this. What I mean is just that it has to have a vision of setting the precedent of expectations of like what to expect when playing the game, so that players can come into it knowing what to do. Oh boy, invisible stuff. Interesting. Okay. Fighting some shade people.
Victus!
Is this ice or is this water? It's ice. Ooh. They cannot breach the threshold.
Victus!
That's why this game will be a premium service. We don't know how long they'll support the game, but I think V-Rising sits in an interesting spot because of the studio's amazing combat systems. Yes, I love the structure of V-Rising because you aren't just fighting against the computer or other players, you're also fighting against the sun. Simon says, pre-established worlds give it a leg up versus others. It solves a problem before it starts. I don't just want to play a ranger or a hunter. I want to be a dwarven rifleman from Loch Madan. Well, Simon, I think that it's two sides of the same coin. When you have a pre-established world made by the developers with its own culture and history and lore, and those sorts of things, it's a easier tool set for people to work within. But then when you have to put the legwork in to create that culture itself, or for it to happen naturally based on player interaction, it becomes something far more engaging. Because when you play an MMO that has or an online game in general that has a pre-established world and its pre-established lore and things like this, a lot of people don't then have to engage in it. And so they just don't. And so a lot of people who role play or get into those sorts of things are stuck in a very secular existence. They're in a bubble by themselves, you know. But when the server culture defines it as a group and everybody's then on board, it's really magical. I mean, to be on that's something that is so distinct to those types of games. Even if you play like an MMORPG, a defined one like a EverQuest or a WoW, you play on an RP server, people have their own visions of what that means. And a lot of times people don't play by those rules or do that stuff. But you then look at the stuff that happens in these other types of games. The DayZ, I mean, that's antiquated now. But if you look back on it, DayZ and Grand Theft Auto 5's online stuff, and how people play within the confines of those things that are pre-established by just the player base. This is just what you do in these mods. When everybody's on board, it becomes very, very crazy in the best way possible. It's really interesting. But yeah, lots of people RP a-holes. This is also true. Don't get me started on that nonsense. Oh, that's right. He needs, hold on. Is there a quick key for... I wish there was a quick key for weapons. Oops. Yeah, that works great for that guy.
Save Victus! Save Victus!
No. So folks with shields, you gotta use your mace.
Save Victus! Save Victus! Save Victus!
Sucking your blood. Well, that's the thing, though. Tron would work within those confines, right? It would be able to work in it. If you had Tron, where you had the city itself, and the concept was that people were making the system, right? And so they're gathering code and materials from going out within the wilds and the outskirts of the system itself, to engage with these other things and gather this code to build a city and to have pre-established things that they can create, like the games and stuff like this, but then be able to build arenas for disc battle. Imagine for a second that, Simon, not having to deal with a predefined place, but allowing players to then create cityscapes and custom create the multiplayer battle aspects of what makes Tron so interesting. So making arenas and building those stuff and building light cycle courses and building social gathering areas, clubs, and music, and being able to craft their own custom music and stuff like that for people to be able to play. Building a city out there in unused RAM somewhere. Exactly, Simon. I got to play the Tron arcade cabinet. Retro World. Nice. Dude, Tron is such a great. Tron, the world, the games, all fantastic. Even the only bad Tron is the PS3 Xbox 360 Tron. That's the prequel to the movie sequel. It's not very good. But Tron Battle Grids on the Wii, that light cycle combat is the best I've ever played in any Tron game. Jess for Art says, MMORPGs, in my opinion, only build character abilities, build inventory, collectibles. I just want more out of MMO's worlds. There's no innovation. MMOs give birth to survival games that indie developers can manage. Yeah, so Jess for Art, there's a really interesting thing that you bring on. I'm going to take a minute to have a tangent, because that's just what I do. So why I really enjoy older MMORPGs, especially why I always extol the virtues of the original EverQuest, not EverQuest that it is now, but old school EverQuest, is because there's this wonderful balance of a pre-established world, lore, story, NPC interactions, but also the stories that exist in there are very small in scale, intertwined with the rest of the world, and are very intimate. They give you a much better vision of the world itself, and there's mystery involved, and a lot of having to engage with the world in order to understand the quests and the character interactions with NPCs, that makes it so fascinating and interesting. When you play something like Ultima Online, there's very little NPC interaction outside of, I just whacked my mouse, as you can see, as the mouse freaked out on the screen. Something like Ultima Online, NPCs are used as merchants and only merchants. There's no interaction with them really outside of that. And so it's all about player interaction, economy, that sort of thing. That's very much a precursor of what we have as the modern survival online games, is something like Ultima Online, and later on into something like Star Wars Galaxies. They really kind of paved the way for that style of game. It's really interesting. I enjoy it a lot. But yeah, there's a way to innovate in the world, and that is by making the visuals smaller scale. You do not clog it up with intense graphics, because you need these things to stand out for people. When you have such intense graphics, people aren't able to parse the world itself as easily, and make it very difficult for them to navigate the world or make it stand out and be something easier to grasp. When we see these dense graphics, most of the time, it all kind of looks the same or follows a similar color palette. We just lump it all together as just the same thing. We can't distinguish between these areas, and they all kind of look the same. But by lowering the graphics quality, by having a distinctive artistic vision and art style, you can make everything stand out much easier for players and have them engage in that world better. But you need to have more interesting world building with NPCs. I think that NPC interaction is probably one of the things that's most lacking in all of video games. There is something so awesome about engaging with an NPC and getting responses back. It's input, output. EverQuest does it great because you use a text parser to engage with them. You have to, oh, Jesus. I'm talking with my hands too wildly. I'm flipping my phone out. They have keywords. You have to type in local chat in full sentences and ask questions utilizing those keywords to then get more information from them. And also that the way they build their world and their classes, if you have a good person existing in the city of Kinos, your experience is drastically different than an evil character playing in Kinos, because the evil characters underneath in the catacombs of the city and the aqueducts, and the sewers, and the good players are above ground trying to understand, what are the bad guys doing? What's their plan? Who's the inside man? You're playing an evil character. You know all that information because your guild and your characters that your NPCs you're interacting with are all talking about these plans and these stories and all that stuff, where the good characters have a different adjacent story that kind of intertwines with them, but you don't get that full picture unless you play an evil character, which is so interesting. 1 minute on the clock. I know, right, Nate Wilkie? I'm so sorry. Let's see. Ashes of Creation. Yes. I'm excited and interested to see how that's going to go. I'm curious. In the vein of overwhelming, what are your thoughts on things like smell-o-vision, like Scylla Development Kit? I have no idea. I do not know about that. Smell-o-vision? I mean, like a Leisure Suit Larry Love for Sale. But the joys of why a text parser, and why I always say text parsers are the best, is because it allows for an engagement that of the player. It requires something of the player, and it taps into what made computers so magical and interesting from the beginning, where you type something in and are talking to a computer and it replies to you. It gives you feedback, whether it is a piece of dialogue or whether it is just a number string or recalling a piece of information that has been put into its database at some point in time. There's something so fascinating and otherworldly in that regard. And by using a text parser, you have to make it very limited. You don't want it to be something that's so drastically large. But keywords, what is? Tell me about this. What is that? Who is this? Where are they? Those things. Keep it simple. And by typing that stuff in and getting a response from NPCs in text, you also are filling in that voice, that tone. You're engaging in it in all cylinders, and your brain becomes a much better and fulfilling experience. Anyways, let's keep playing this game. We gotta get to a break point. All right, what did I do? I'm going right.
Victor!
He's a big one. Hello. Interesting. trouble at that point. Okay. I like that guy. Hello, people. Sorry for my tangent. I always, and like Simon, Sakura, they've heard this rant 1,000 times about me talking about text parsers and why they're so fantastic. This guy. Okay. No. Ooh, close. I have so many of those hearts. They essentially when you die you just get resurrected, but with a limited amount of health. It's like a fairy. Oh, I should just be in wolf form. Oh, great. Out of wolf form. We're going to do that spell. Oh, Jesus! Well, we made it through that somehow. Oh, change spells. I'm here for the rants. Are you invading a funhouse? What's with all the funny lights and slippery floors? You didn't take any damage as the spikes reflected. Yeah, ping-ponged back and forth. Not a good idea to be put in a corner. Nobody puts baby Kane in a corner. I don't know if any of y'all have this. Anyone ever had Raising Cane's? It's a chicken place. It's mostly in like Louisiana, I guess, or in the South.
Lower forms of undead fall swiftly to deception. With the bone armor, they are not as eager to challenge me.
And it's the most delicious thing ever. You live in Ohio, yes. So Jess, oh geez, not paying attention. So I was recently because I'm in Michigan, and we recently went out to Sandusky. I actually grew up in Sandusky as a little kid, from ages 3 to 5. I lived in Sandusky, out by the old nuclear reactor coolant tower. It says a lot about me. And cool. Yikes. I could see it in the distance. And they opened up a Raising Cane's out there, and I had it for the first time. Wow. So this place, this is its menu. Chicken strips, coleslaw, French fries, and garlic bread. And that's its menu. That's it. That's what it has. And it has the sauce. Raising Cane sauce. It's this very peppery, kind of Thousand Island dressing-y kind of thing. It's absolutely divine. It was really super tasty. Smitten with the Mitten State. That's right, man. Love me some Michigan, man. All right, whoa. Hi, everybody. It's trying to tell me to use the bone armor. I don't need to use bone armor. Come on now.
Bay Victor!
I do not want the glowing green skeleton.
Bay Victor!
You get me. He explodes. It's not fun. So will it be fine walking here? It will be.
Bay Victor! Bay Victor!
Why would there be ice here?
Bay Victor! Oh, please, help me, kind sir! Please, help me, kind sir! Oh, please, help me, kind sir!
Worth it. Oops.
Bay Victor!
We should all be so lucky to know ourselves with the same certainty Raising K knows their menu. I want limited options so I don't have to think sometimes. And it's so good though. I mean, they do the brine for their chicken.
Bay Victor!
It was so good. It was just the most delightful chicken I've ever had.
Bay Victor!
Plus, they also had Peanuts Halloween stuff. So I was like, yeah, sign me up. The poor zombies are so unsure of the ice. They can't navigate that. That's beyond their pay grade. Oh no, we ain't doing this. I'm out of mana. Never mind. See ya. Bye, guys. Oh no, I gotta kill him. Crap. Out of mana. Do the best we can with what we got. It knocks you around though. It's so annoying. Please, game. Hold on. Whew. What? Stupid projectile, guys. Yes, Jess. Do it. I highly encourage this decision. I want to go through the whole series because it's one that I have always respected. I played tiny snippets of, but never gotten to dedicate time to. And so, but of course I had to start from the beginning, and this is one that I only got to play like a demo of and never really got to dig into big time. And so it just hasn't I haven't been able to dedicate that time to it that I would love to have done. What is this? What is going on?
My body of any dangerous poisons. Quite useful with all the filth I find myself surrounded by.
What a place, man. That's right. Gotta be... A sneeze. Ooh. Where to now? Oh, nope, never mind. I was too preemptive in my change. So many of those hearts.
A medley of death and evisceration. Let fate choose my enemy's demise.
What? Can we not? Hello? There we go. Whew. Is Selena the Vampire Bless You considered offensive? 100%. That's the worst thing you could say to him.
Ve Victus!
Those shurikens, man. They do a lot of damage. What a strange place. I feel like I could break that open. Looks too nice. This place is a legitimate maze. A legitimate maze. Just hanging out. The skull cauldron. Don't mind me. Just hanging out under the skull cauldron, you know.
Ve Victus!
Ouch. What? Come here. Hello? Game? I'd like to hit this dude, please. Could a vampire be religious? Absolutely. Would vampires drink holy water in the same way people drink high percentage proof alcohol? Yes. The answer is yes. So that guy is the dude responsible for the plague. Those people down there in that basement. What a story. Termagant Forest. Corhagen. Yep. Alright, Termagant into wolf form. The next save point is when we gotta end it.
Malek's bastion, perched defiantly on the mountaintop, black as night against the blanket of snow.
What manner of man would choose a land so harsh and utterly devoid of life?
That guy would. So how do I get there? Game. Get some Fireball whiskey, replace the cinnamon with powdered silver. Freshly grated penny zest for that metallic copper flavor. It's not fresh blood, but you can never tell. Sign me up. Okay. Where am I supposed to go here? Guess it did say southeast. Is there more to here I didn't see? Where am I supposed to go here? I feel like I'm missing something. Let's go into bat form to see if that does something. Let's see. See, that's the thing. Is like I can't. How do you select the thing you want to fast travel to? Isn't that what that's for? Like it's meant for fast travel, but I have no idea how to confirm to go there. Yeah, because you're supposed to use the bat to travel there, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm... Oh, okay. No, his place isn't that way. So, like, okay. So I have to go back to normal town. I'd love to know how to do that, though. Like, how does one fast travel in this game? I don't want to have to go backwards through that crazy dungeon. Someone could look that up for me. It'd make things a lot easier. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Let's see. Nate Bookie says, since discovering your channel and going to your Discord, I've gained 50 plus wishlist games. How to fast travel? So, like, what's the button for fast travel? Like, I can go into bat mode, right? Because, like, I don't know where I'm going from here, but I go into bat mode, and I will select where I want to go. Right? So, like, say, for instance, I want to go here. Is it F2? It's not F2. And, like, I'm just pushing every key on the keyboard. Minus WASD. O apparently does as well. Interesting. F6. F6 is fast travel. Where did I go? Oh, I'm fast traveling back up to the skull, apparently. Whoops. I didn't necessarily want to do that, but... Yeah, it's not any of those buttons. It's F6 for some reason. There's no quick save, actually. You can only quick save. Okay, so... there. F6. Cryptic button choice. Why not just attack as a confirmation, you know? There we go. So Kanako, how are you today? Yes, Nate Wilkie. Different fast travel animation for every location.
I know you are here, demon. The stench of death clings to you.
Hey, Leonardo.
The interior was as cold and sterile as the snow outside, with empty suits of armor and sharp, cruel steel lining the walls.
That's cool, thank you. Ah! So Kanako, thank you. My good friend, thank you. It's too kind. 7 months. I love a 7-monther. Thank you. It's too kind. Oh, okay. How have you been, by the way? What have you been up to? I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Coming out of that door. Let's see. Doing alright. Have you ever played Blood Omen Legacy of Kain? Fantastic game. It's been really interesting. It's a wild, wild game. In the best way possible. Oh no, teleportation puzzles. Oh, come on now. Oh, jeez. Madness. What madness is this? The demo. Yeah, I played the demo as a kid.
My warriors are
Obsessively.
but shadows of my skill, child.
Okay, so they need this.
They Victus! They Victus!
No. That's not what I need. Oh, jeez.
They Victus!
I'm gonna die. Oh, God. I am going to die. Interesting. A lot of ducking and weaving. I don't want to fight these guys. Okay.
towering metal structure gave birth to these wraiths, I could hazard only a guess at its function. Fusing the souls of long-dead warriors to their armor so that they may do battle once again. Life without blood? What a travesty.
What a
Do you hope
travesty.
to best me, Cain? Do not worry. Your challenge will not go unmet.
What? Hypo Junkie coming in with a raid. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I confettied that guy. I know, it's beautiful. The Viscera. I would like to be able to save my game, though. Welcome, Raiders 1 and all. Hello, everybody. Oh, Mekuin246, welcome. Noodles. Nudes, how are you today, my friend? It is so good to see you. Fried rice. It's so good. What were you playing tonight, Hypo? Shout out to Hypo Junkie. What were you playing tonight? Oh no, we're in the sun. I may have been standing out in the sun. That was a bad idea. Oh my goodness, we're so close to dying. Oh god. Oh god. There we go. Give me that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. There was no viscera. It was just confetti. Like that one menu select option in Serious Sam to reduce the violence. Oh my goodness. Death Stranding, how's it going? I know you were before. You're still playing it. That's awesome. How's it going for you? That is a game that I want to play a lot, but I'm also terrified to play because it may consume me. It will consume me. I died apparently. Oh, there was an arrow coming at me.
The Heart of Darkness.
The Heart of Darkness. There we go. Hold on. I hear a child running. 1 second, please. I will be right back. Doot. I'll be right back. 1 second. There you are. I have to go. I have to say goodnight to my daughter and get her to bed. Say goodnight, everybody. Say goodnight. Say goodbye. Let's go find somebody to send everybody over to, okay? We're gonna go raid another channel. Let's go see who we can say good hello to. I wish I could play more, guys, but I will have to sadly say goodnight. I'll find a place to save in the game. And we'll go see who's online. I'm talking to folks on the internets. Let's see. Wink. Let's go. Okay. I mean, Burst Air is doing Karnov. We gotta go say hi to them. Let's go raid Burst Air. Carnovember, celebrating. Give them a good old to humor. I'll see you guys Wednesday. We'll play more of this. We will. Thank you guys so much. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raids and everything. I wish I could say more hypo, but I gotta take care of my kids. Bye.